time it is? You just tuned in the lab with Coach Rock and O. East Tennessee High School Sports Podcast. Bringing you all the exclusive interviews with some of the hottest players coming out of high school and the coaches from around the country here. Make sure you like and share this podcast. And stay tuned in each week. But enough of this. Let's get it. Coach O. We're here at West with Coach Lamar. What's going on, Coach?
Not much. Just finished practice.
Sir. Hey, Coach, I hate to ask two-time state champion to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about himself, but I asked every coach that question. Can you just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and, you know, where you come from and where'd you get your start in coaching?
Well, I'm from Jefferson County. Grew up there, played there in the heyday of Jefferson County football. Coach Kisbeth, the head coach, they just named the stadium after him Friday night.
Awesome.
But he had a big impact on my life, and I always wanted to coach. And started coaching football at Morristown West, and went to Carson Newman for a little bit, and went to University of Cumberland with Coach King from Carson Newman. Figured out high school was what I wanted to do. Went back to Morristown West and became the head coach there. And got my daughter through one school system, didn't move around, got her through Hamlin County schools, and decided to look around. This job was open, and that's how I ended up here. The job I'm proudest of. I'm the best granddaddy in the world. Got a bunch of grandkids, and I love them to death.
Yes, sir.
Coming off back-to-back state titles, Coach, tell us what life is like being back-to-back state titles, and it's the pressure around the guys and around the coaches to get a three-peat, or y'all just kind of just go with the flow.
Well, there's pressure here. There's pressure always to win here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere that didn't have high expectations, and there's high expectations in this community. But you know, coming off back-to-back state champions, we not really changed anything we do. We just want our kids to be the best that we can be this Friday when we go play Clinton. You know, coming off the loss to Bearden, but I think we've got a lot to build on this year. Our kids have worked really, really hard up to this point, and I'm anxious to see them play this week. But you know, nobody can put any more pressure on us than we put on ourselves.
Right, sir. Coach, 3 overtimes, man. I watched that game on TV, heck of a game. But what's some positive notes that you can take from that game going into week 2 against Clinton?
Well, we started the game as bad as we could start it. The first quarter was awful. And our kids responded. Our kids never panicked. Now, we didn't always execute well. And so we put a lot of focus this week on execution, but the effort's there, the want-to's there, and we just got to fix a bunch of little things. Nothing that we on the film that we did wrong. Everything on it is fixable, and I think that's the biggest thing to come out of it. And we got to play better in critical situations. We had a couple of chances, especially in the first overtime, to end it right there, and didn't. And we've got, you know, a lot of those kids that didn't make those plays. It's the first time they've been in that situation. That stadium's packed. It's in overtime. The game's on the line, and we didn't execute very well. But I'm hoping to see a better football team this Friday.
Yes, sir.
Going and looking at your schedule, y'all got, like, you know, not on your region, but y'all play out tough non-region schedule. Is that something that y'all do intentionally, or is this something you just kind of want to play you kind of situation?
Well, we want to play some tough teams. I can't sit here and be honest and say I want our schedule to be as tough as it is. But we want to play tough teams. I mean, we could have started off the year with somebody easy and probably won a football game, but Bearden exposed a lot of stuff that we need to get better at, and that's what it's about. High school football is a playoff sport. We want to be the best we can be when it comes November, and I think this group, the teams we play, we don't have a choice but to get better. You got Clinton this week, a team that was in the quarterfinals last year, and then Farragut, and I think it's Central, Maryville, Alcoa, Anderson County. I mean, you just keep naming them. But you know, it's all about being ready for November, and I think our schedule really prepares us to do that.
Yes, sir. Coach, you guys used 3 different backs against Brody. Anterius, Messiah, and what's 33 name?
Tavion.
You guys used 3 different backs against Brody. Will that be your approach going forward the rest of the season?
Yes, and we'll tend to turn to the guy that's hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we think all 3 of those guys really complement each other really well. They're not the same back. Messiah runs hard, but he's a little big guy. Tavion's a bigger back. Then you bring in Anterius, who's got more speed and a different change of pace for us. We like those 3 guys back here. I think you're going to see, if they're all healthy, those guys are going to get carries in every game.
Yes, sir.
You know, not to drill on Friday game, but you know, I noticed you often put yourself in the bind a few times with turnovers and so forth, but your defense stood strong and held them out to field goals. Do you feel like your team is going to be, your defense going to be the strong strength of the team this year?
I think our defense, the expectations every year is for it to be the strength of our team. Coach Chandler and the defensive staff, they do a great job with their defense. I think offensively we can play a lot better than we played the other night, and a lot of, they beat us in 3 phases of the game. Their defense beat up on our offense at times, but they also beat us in special teams. I think the defense kept us in the game, especially early on when we was turning the ball over and couldn't gain a yard. But we rely on our defense every year here. The defense is going to be the staple of the West High football team.
And just to touch on that a little bit, you kind of already said the kind of staple is the defense, but out of the last 2 state champions, what makes this team different?
Well, there's very few kids on this team that has played in all 3 games. We didn't lose as many starters as we did last year, the year before, but we've got like our offensive line back, which is one of the best offensive lines I think I've had as a unit in my coaching career. That they've played really well together. So we're going to rely on those guys. We're young in a lot of places on defense. 2 new starting outside linebackers, 1 new starting inside linebacker. There's a lot of different faces, a lot of different personalities, and this group has done one of the better jobs of any team that we've had as far as coming together pretty fast, that they really love and care about each other, that they're helping each other every day. That has really been fun to watch.
Yes, sir.
You talked about some young guys stepping in and playing and who had played. Tell us some of them young guys that we might hear from this year that you expect a big impact from.
Messiah Wynn, Tavion Ray, the tailbacks have played really well up to this point. I know Tavion's taking a little personal. His 2 fumbles the other night, which was 2 huge plays in a football game. But he's a kid that's not going to sit around and feel sorry for himself. He's got back up, got back to work. We expect big things from him. Patrick Dubon at quarterback, I think he's got a chance to be a really good quarterback for us. And Beard's got a really good football team, and that's a big time challenge for him in the first start. Defensively, our 2 outside linebackers, 2 first-year starters, Davis Neely and J.P. Peace, they are the 2 fastest outside linebackers we've ever had together. That they both can run. They're both big guys and physical. I'm excited to see their growth this year. Sam Lavelle, who led us in tackles, a junior that led us in tackles, and first start had, I think, 8 solo tackles and 12 assists. big things out of him the rest of the year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach, this is just a little bit of barbershop talk that's just been going on throughout the off season. Everybody been saying West is gonna be good again, but everybody around the town, the talk around the town is the quarterback play. Can you talk to us a little bit about your quarterback and have he impressed you so far?
Well, Parker is an unbelievable kid. He's a really smart kid. He knows the offense inside and out. He had a tough game the other night, and you know there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks have a tough game against that defense. You flip it right around. You look at Bearden's quarterback. Everybody's talking about him being a 3 or 4 star quarterback. He had a tough game going against our defense. When you face defense, and it don't matter what kind of stars you are, when you face a good defense, and especially first time starting, it's going to be rough. But Parker's leadership skills have gotten a lot better. His arm's gotten a lot stronger. He gives us a dimension in the run game that we haven't had around here since I've been here. A quarterback that can run the football, and he's good at it. So that we're going to rely a lot on that. And he had a couple of big first downs on scrambles, made a couple of big first downs on throws also. But I think his best games lie ahead.
Okay.
One in this week game is Clinton. Do you think y'all already turned the page over last week, or you think it might be a hangover still over from last week? And what have you seen in Clinton that concern you, and then how you feel like y'all prepare for this matchup?
Well, I don't know. Sorry about that. I don't know if hangover is the right word, but we definitely have I think our kids have a bad taste in their mouth from the Bearden game. I think that's fueling some fires right now. But Clinton's a very dangerous football team. They got a lot of weapons. Every scrimmage, in the jamboree, the scrimmages, or in the first game, it seems like they're making explosive plays to a wide receiver at 6'6", and can run. And he's had long touchdown catches in every game. So we got to limit their big plays. We got to make them drive the football. Defensively, they're really aggressive. They're bringing a lot of people in their triple stack defense. Offensive linemen's got to have their heads up and know when linebackers are coming. But we've made this about us and us getting better, and for us to be the best we can be on Friday, we also got to know what Clinton does, what they do bad and what they do well, for us to be the best that we can be. So hopefully you're going to see an improved football team.
I got one more question for you, Coach. With all the stuff you guys done lost, lost some big time players over the years, coming off back-to-back state championships. But I still feel like you guys are front running right there in 5A. I also feel Powell is too with all the stuff they lost. I just want to ask you this question. Do you feel like you and Powell are still the premier teams to beat in East Tennessee?
Well, I think right now, this season it has a long ways to go. There's a lot of things you don't know where there's going to be injuries and everything else. But Powell is traditionally a really good football team, and that has turned into a really nice rivalry. We both started rising at the same time, and we've had a lot of good games. I think it was 2020 is the first time 2 public schools in Knoxville played each other ranked 1 and 2 in the state, and it was us and Powell. Big games every time we get together. I jokingly, now they're back in our region again. And, we played week 10, and I joked with my principal. She said, "Well, it's Powell week," and I said, "Yeah, I just wish one time we played them and it wouldn't mean everything." and she said, "What do you mean, that you're both not good?" And I said, "No, that we're good and they're bad." But it just don't happen that way. Matt does a great job with that program and has players, and I think it's something people say about us also is that you lose all these kids to graduation, but then you put on the film and it looks like the same dudes out there doing it the same way and doing it at a high level. So Powell is a really great football program.
Yes, sir. I'll hit you with one more, Coach. It kind of just popped up when you was talking. What went into scheduling Pal so late into the season, knowing that you guys possibly might face them 2 or 3 weeks later in the playoffs?
Well, TWSAA did the region schedule.
Okay.
And they said they draw it out of a hat. But I have a hard time believing that us and Pal was drawn out week 10. But you know, it sits there. That's the way it falls, and we gotta go live with it.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes, sir.
that'd be switched up next year, though. I know it's kind of the
Yeah,
same.
maybe. We'll see. We'll see how they draw it out of a hat.
Well, Coach, we ain't gonna hold you, man. Appreciate the time, man. Good luck
Hey,
Friday night, man.
thank you
Good luck,
guys.
Coach, and
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank
In
you.
the
Yes,
lab,
sir.
Coach Rod.
Coach O.
We out.
Y'all know what time it is? You just tuned in the lab with Coach Rock and O. East Tennessee High School Sports Podcast. Bringing you all the exclusive interviews with some of the hottest players coming out of high school and the coaches from around the country here. Make sure you like and share this podcast. And stay tuned in each week. But enough of this. Let's get it.
In the lab,
Coach Rod.
Coach O.
We're here at Westwood.
My name is Brody McFalls. I'm a senior. I play center.
Anterius, Mcallister, senior, running back, safety.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show, man.
What's up?
What's going on with that?
Appreciate y'all getting on the show. Appreciate it.
Man, how it feel to be champ, 2-time state champ? How'd that feel?
Feel good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Y'all feel pressure? Like, is it pressure like another team, like trying to get to that third one, or y'all just don't kind of think about it? Y'all kind of just play the game.
I think, like, we don't really think about it. We kind of think it's the next season. What happened last year doesn't matter at all. We got to do what we want to do this year.
You know, we just take it game by game. I mean, that's the end goal, but we just take it game by game, week by week.
I got this question for you, man. You had 2 picks, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. It's a great way to start off your senior season, man. And what do you think going forward that you can take from that game going forward to help you guys improve?
I mean, really just building on it. You know, like next game, I gotta do better. I mean, had 2, but try to get 3, try to get 2 interceptions. You know, just building off of what I did last game, and like just coming together as a team, stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Last week I had a heartbreaking, tough game, a classic game, matter of fact. But y'all came out on the wrong side. What y'all did y'all learn from that experience, and what y'all feel y'all need to work on to prevent another loss this season?
I think so. That game was kind of how we've been looking at it as a team. Is that's got to be our floor. We have to get better. And when we watched film, we had a lot of small things, new people playing, just small details we messed up, and we just got to keep fixing those small things every game until into the season we're state championship form.
Yeah, like he said, like it was some moments we made a lot of mistakes, you know, and there was some plays where we had opportunities to make big plays and we didn't execute, and yeah.
With you 2 being seniors, start with you. With you being seniors, y'all feel like y'all got to be more vocal leaders since y'all playing with a lot of guys that probably this is their first time getting more experience?
Yeah, I think like especially up front, we got 3 seniors that have started last year. We got 1 that started a little bit last year, so we kind of got to be the vocal leaders for the offense. We got to just really make the holes and just bring energy to the team. It all starts with us. So.
Yeah, we got to be vocal leaders. We got to lead by example. We got to lead a lot of ways to get them guys to like really stay focused in the game and like buy in, you know.
Brody, this for you. You play defense as well, correct?
No, just offense.
Just offense, center?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you because on your profile it said you played nose guard as well, but I kind of figured you didn't with you being the center. But I'm going to ask you this question anyway. You guys held one of the best backs in the state to under 100 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Do you feel defense is your strong suit going forward? And what can you improve on defense going forward?
I think it kind of all spring, whenever the starting offense is going against our defense, we always say it's the best defense we're going to face. They're going to be the strongest that we're going to see. So I think our defense is definitely our strong point. When the offense is going 3 and out, like last year in the Bearden game, we didn't do much, but the defense held them close so that we can always just come back and when we get it going. So yeah, definitely there's times the offense leans on the defense and they just got to keep working and doing what they're doing. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This for both of you guys. Start with you, man. You guys had a streak going in against Brody, and I don't think you ever lost to him, right? That was your first loss to him. I know that kind of sucked. But now you guys got Clinton, who y'all done won 5 in a row. Talk to us a little bit about bouncing back from that tough loss in 3 overtimes to Brody and not sleeping on Clinton coming into that game.
Yeah, we don't. We never underestimate the team. You know, we always play the team to a high level, and we got to bounce back from that Brody game. We got to go out there and get a dub, play hard, play fast.
I think we always say we don't play to our opponent's level, we play to our level. And I think kind of just to be the best we can be. And I think this has been one of our best weeks of practice since I've been starting. Just
Yes, sir.
lots of energy, even though it's hot, people still going hard, just really wanting to prove to ourselves that we're good as well as other people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coach, you big guy. What are some maybe some individual goals you set out for yourself to sure hit the level team goals?
I think I wanted to step into more of a leadership role. Last year I was a junior starting. It was my first time starting, so I wasn't very up there. So I kind of want to make sure I'm leading the offense, make sure I don't have any bad snaps. I had a couple games last year that were rough, and just kind of make sure we have a good run game.
My goals, I'd probably say, go out there and just be the best version of myself. I mean, play to a high level, try to play at the highest level I can play at, while also get my teammates to play at that high level with me.
Okay. I had the privilege of coaching you, man, growing up, man. It was an honor coaching you, man. And one thing I noticed about your game is you play multiple positions, and you did that ever since you suited up. Talk to us about your willingness to just go and play any position that the coach needs you to play.
I mean, it's really just like whatever the coach needs, I'm gonna do it. I mean, whatever to help the team out. You know, I mean, I'm a team player. You know, if I need to go out there, even if I'm uncomfortable, I mean, I'm gonna make myself comfortable in that position so to do best for the team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounds good.
You know, y'all lost a lot last year off that repeat thing. Tell us some of the guys that we might not know of that y'all think gonna have a big impact for y'all this season.
I think we got 2 new running backs, Messiah and Fetty. They're both going to do a lot this year. You're going to see them out there a lot. I mean, all 6 of our wide receivers outside of Antoine Burdine didn't really play last year. They're all going to have games where they step up and they make big plays. And I think that's kind of the offensive guys you'll see. Parker Dumont will have a good year. He's new at quarterback. Had some good spots in Bearden, some still first time starting a game. So I think he'll get really good by the end of the year.
Well, on our back end, I mean, the secondary, we got a lot of guys back, but we got guys like Riley, we still got Antoine, Abel. I mean, we have a lot of Tyson, we have a lot of depth in the secondary, so I feel like them guys are really working hard and trying to get on the field.
Right.
And when they get out there, I feel like they're gonna make plays, and plus the front 7. I mean, our front 7 is really good, so that really helps.
Okay. Just give our viewers just a little bit of insight about you guys. How long you been playing football? Because you got to be very passionate to play football, especially in high school. Most guys who don't make it past middle school.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how long you've been playing football and what's your passion into playing football. Why are you so passionate to playing football?
I've been playing football really since a very young age. I'd probably say 5. Started pads in 7U, you know. So I've been playing the game for a long time. I'm really passionate about it. I mean, my mom got me into it, you know. So I really just go out there and try to play for her, you know.
Sure.
I started playing football in 7th grade, so kind of late to the jump. But I always grew up watching football, loving football. So it's just an opportunity to come out here, just compete with my friends. It's great relationships you build and just get to hit somebody. You don't get to do that everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. I enjoy that. That's actually the reason I got into football too. You get to hit people with no consequences. Man, we got to do a lot of interviews. This is our actually 2nd season coming into this. We've been trying to get you guys on the radar and get you guys in the lab for 2 seasons now. So it's an honor to get in here with you guys. But we done got to interview a lot of the PAL kids, man. I know that Bearden game sucks to lose to them, but at least y'all only lost 1 to them over your career. and it really don't matter for us playoff position. But we got to talk to a lot of the PAL kids, and everybody kind of believe that it's still PAL or West in 5A. Do you guys think that's your biggest rival, and do you still agree that the state is going to go through one of those teams?
I don't look at it as a rival, because I mean, we lost to them, but we all have won to them also. So I really don't see it as a rival. I mean, when we play them, we'll play to a high standard. You know, I mean, that's it.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's not specifically a rivalry for us. We don't look forward to it. We kind of, like you said earlier, like week by week, we're not looking forward to the state championship. We're not thinking about who we're going to be playing there. We're thinking about who we play this Friday. So we're not really looking that far ahead. That's not on our radar right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Hey, Coach, brother, if there's any player in NFL college that you compare yourself to in your game, like who would it be?
I'd probably say like Jason Kelsey, like a little bit like centers, one of my favorite players, just kind of quicker, not like necessarily the strongest guy, but quicker and just always getting after people. He always knows what people's doing. He's got very good game IQ. So somebody like him probably.
What's it?
At running back, I'll probably say like Prime, Le'Veon Bell. I'm very patient back there, And at safety, honestly, I don't even know. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like really 5'8" safeties.
Right.
I mean, I really don't got no comparison at safety.
We do a lot of youth games as well. We don't just cover high school as well. We try to do youth as much as possible. Me and him both got a busy schedule, so we try to get out there when we can. But we done incorporated where the game of the week, we also have a player of the game, and it's a lifesaver player of the game. And I just want to bring that up because you one of the first kids that ever win an award. And I basically created it with you guys' group. But I just want you to talk to us a little bit about how winning awards builds your confidence as a player or do it.
I mean, when you win awards, it's like, all right, you won it, but then you're going to go get another one, So, like, you just build off that award. You can't just look at the award every day. You gotta have that mindset, like, you got to go get another award, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I think it's pretty cool. We still do the lifesaver player of the game. I got a few more questions I'll let you guys go. You got any more questions, Coach? Okay. This for both of y'all. Do y'all enjoy? Because I'm real big on I guess it's stereotype when something happens and you don't want it to happen again, so you do it a different way, right? So I'm real big on that. And over the last few years with you and Brody, it's been close. But do you guys feel like you lost because it was home field advantage for them, or do you guys enjoy going on the road playing as well, just as well as home?
I mean, like, some of our goals, like, we have a list of goals, and one of our goals is win on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, so, like, it ain't just because they had home field advantage. Like I said, we made a lot of mistakes, and we didn't execute when we were supposed to execute, so and that played a big part.
Yeah, same as him. Like, it really doesn't matter to us whether we're home or away. We just got to play to our standard. We didn't do that. So, like, that's the reason we lost. We didn't have anything. It could have been here. We still would have made those same mistakes. We still would have messed up the same times we did. We still would have missed wide open plays. Just, it's to our standard. It doesn't matter where we're playing, who we're playing. We just got to play to the best of our ability.
Yes, sir. Now that West has proven and showing its potential to be one of the top elite programs in East Tennessee, do you think going into you guys' senior year is it championship or bust?
Honestly, I mean, the goal is championship. I don't think I mean, how we played, I mean, we was very physical, we didn't, it's not like we just played bad, like we went out there and competed. So I don't think it'll be a bust. I mean, I wouldn't say championship, but that is the goal, but I wouldn't say it's a bust. We still working week by week to get to that championship.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so same kind of like, I wouldn't say definitely it's our goal. Like, it's going to be sad if we don't get it, but like, if we go out there and we feel satisfied that we fought as hard as we could, we watched the game, you're not like, well, I could have done this better, I could have done that better. I wouldn't say it's a bust, but definitely be disappointing not to win it again. So that's our goal.
Yes, sir. I got 2 more questions before I let y'all get out of here. I know y'all getting out of practice, so I appreciate y'all staying with us. Looking back, what would you give your younger self? Like, what type of advice would you give your younger self, just looking back now?
Probably, I mean, nobody can save you. Nobody can save you. You gotta go out there, you gotta work for everything you want. I mean, you gotta go get it. I mean, can't nobody save you. Can't your mama, your dad, that can't nobody save you. It's all on you.
It's all on you.
Yeah, I can't say. I'll probably tell myself to start playing football earlier because I love it now. I just grew up playing other sports, but just kind of, it doesn't like, other people aren't going to do the work for you. You have to do it yourself. Like, other people can try and make you work, but that doesn't matter. You got to make yourself work.
Okay. I'm going to hit y'all with 2 more questions. I said 2 before that one, but I want y'all to lighten up a little bit. I know y'all coming off a big loss, but smile a little bit and still go get that championship this year. What's some music you listen to before the game to get yourself hyped up?
Music-wise, I'll probably say I have it like turned up music, but then once the game get closer, I kind of simmer down, calm down. Probably listen to like some Lil Durk or something. I mean, something calm, nothing like too upbeat.
I mean, I'm not really a huge music guy before games. I just sit around and talk to the linemen. We go in our little room, just have some fun, loosen the mood. Don't be all tense and stuff. Just once the game gets close, I mean, I'm normally a country guy, so I'll listen to a little bit of that, but not a ton.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, last question before I let y'all get out of here. Name 3 schools you're interested in that you would like to attend when you get done graduating with West, your football career. What's 3 schools you'd be interested in?
I'll say Sanford, Kentucky Christian University, and probably ETSU.
On the football side, I've got like a couple conversations going with like Barry, but then on the academic side, I'm also interested into like Georgia Tech, Alabama, Virginia Tech.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Hey, man, appreciate you guys coming on the show. Hey, always good to see you, my wife.
Hey, good luck Friday night.
Good luck. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
We in the lab, Coach
Yes, sir.
Simon.
Coach O.
We out.
We out.
Y'all know what time it is. You just tuned in the lab with Coach Rocket O. East Tennessee High School Sports Podcast. Bringing you all the exclusive interviews with some of the hottest players coming out of high school and the coaches from around the country here. Make sure you like and share this podcast.